Hey guys, so Phoenix Spring Tarot here with another Britney Spears reading. This time it's on her engagement. Now, this is long overdue, and I was meant to do this reading last Sunday, but whenever I tuned into Britney's energy to do this reading, I would get a really bad feeling inside myself. It was almost like a feeling of dread, a feeling of just being really teary, wanting to cry and feeling really sad. So I thought I'd leave it. And then I thought, you know what? Let me just dive into it and see what comes up, and see what comes out of today. So I feel really unnerved still doing this, but you know what? Here we go. All right, so when I first did my reading into Brittany last year, November the 8th, and I would link the reading above, um, the following came through. Now, I made a few predictions in that November the 8th reading last year, and the predictions that came through since then was, of course, her beginning to come out of her conservatorship, and I gave a time frame for that, and to be fair, I was 2 months out of that, but I did predict that. I did also talk about her medication contributing to her issue and her not being on the right medication. Now, her being on lithium, I know that was raised a few months ago. And I also alluded to the fact that her being on her medication and the type of medical care she was getting may have contributed or have done irreparable damage to her mental health. Now, I am not in a professional position to give any recommendations or professional advice when it comes to health, medication, finances, etc. So I'm just putting that disclaimer here. And when it comes to her mental health, that aspect of my prediction still, well, it's sort of partly come through, but because the court files are sealed, there's been a lot of talk about Britney and her mental health, but that still needs to be fully confirmed. Britney not wanting to perform until her father was removed from the conservatorship, and the fact that she was forced to do projects she wasn't interested in. This is something I predicted last year again, and Britney this year confirmed that. Brittany mentioning that her father was obsessed about her, obsessed about control and obsessed about controlling her. This came through so clearly in my reading in November, and Brittany herself, of course, came out when she was addressing the court in that famous addressing of the court, and she confirmed this. Now, Leanne Spears mentioned in the Good Morning, I think it was a Good Morning Britain interview just a few weeks ago, probably a week ago, that the men in the Spears family need to be held accountable, and that the family does have a history of trauma, especially against the women in the family, of abuse and involuntarily the men admitting their female partners to mental health institutions. This was something that a family member had raised in a Good Morning, in an interview on television, that I thought that was really interesting. And in my reading last year, I had picked up on childhood trauma that had come up with issues that had come up with Britney, that was triggered on the point of Britney being admitted to psychiatric hold, and that is what precipitated the start of her conservatorship. So it's interesting, these ancestral ties and these ancestral bonds, when history repeats itself like that, it's held in your energy, right? So it's interesting how this can get triggered. And this brings us lastly to her boyfriend and her fiance, Sam, which is the focus of this reading now. So from my reading last year, I did not have pleasant things to say about him last year when I tapped into his energy. And as a matter of fact, when I tapped into his energy last year, and I did another reading on Britney, this time was Britney, Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson. I did another reading on that in February this year. And he riled me up so much in my energy. I remember someone saying, "Don't you think you're a bit too close to this situation, Phoenix Spring Tarot?" I really had less than flattering things to say about him. So when they got engaged, and Octavia Spencer, who is an actress, I think her last film she did was Ma, which is currently on Netflix, when she responded to the engagement news in a tweet, and she said, "Make sure he signs a prenup," I was like, yep, too right. But then she received a lot of backlash about that and she was made to apologize. But actually, from the reading I did last year, tuning into his energies, and earlier this year, I don't think she was really far out with that. You know, so this brings us to, okay, people can change, and I always like to be proven wrong in my readings. However, when I do readings on men in relationships or female partners in relationships and so on, so far, you know, after so many readings I've done on this channel, I have tended to be accurate. However, I am happy to be wrong here because we want all the best for Britney. And just to reiterate, I am a Free Britney channel. We are a Free Britney space as well. So in looking into the situation around their engagement, we're going to be asking a few questions. So we're going to be looking at the current energy around Britney. We're just going to be tuning into what's around her. Why am I picking up this feeling of dread and sadness and so on? What's that about? Then I'll pick up on how she feels about Sam, how Sam feels about her. And then very lastly, I'm going to be looking into the family, you know, her sister and this book and her giving money to charity, and no charity wants her money, basically because of the backlash from Free Britney fans. And then we'll see whether we could tap into what the future holds for Britney also. All right. Okay, let's get started on this. Sorry, I was just, you know, a few cards had flipped over actually, but I hadn't realized that a few cards did because I was just, as I was speaking to you, my eyes, to you guys, my eyes were closed. So let me just get these cards in order. I'll have timestamps at the bottom of this. Okay, so let us tap into Britney's energy. What is her current energy? What is Britney Spears' current energy? What is her current state of mind going into this? What is her current energy and what is her current state of mind? Three of Cups. She's really happy. Three of Cups is really happy and it's celebration. I'm being told the word, however, as I say celebration, the word premature is coming up for me, or early celebration is what's coming up and coming through for me. Like she has a lot to be happy about. There are new people coming through into her space, particularly her lawyer. I'm seeing his face really clearly and she's really happy, she's really pleased. I'm just seeing someone being really grateful, someone doing their hands like this as if praying or giving gratitude or giving thanks, right? That is what I'm getting in my mind's eye as a vision of Britney and the reason for this card here. What else is in Britney's current energy? What else is in Britney's current energy? Page of Pentacles. Oh, interesting that. Let's see what else. Let's get a clarifying for this Page of Pentacles in Britney's energy. I feel this Page of Pentacles is how people have made her feel as well. Oh, yikes. Okay. Under the deck, the Lovers, all right? So this is coming up. Ooh. Now, when I did my first reading for Britney last year, I used this same deck, so I'm using the deck again. And in that deck, this card came up for Britney. This card kept on coming up for Britney a lot in my first reading. And this is a card that says, again, someone is not completely there. I'm sorry guys, please don't shoot the messenger. This is just coming up very, very early on in her reading. She's not all the way there. And with this Page of Pentacles coming next to this Seven of Cups, she knows that she's not all the way there. You know, her head she tends to daydream a lot and her head tends to go elsewhere. And she's not always fully grounded in reality, is what I'm picking up here. It's as if she's really childlike. Because Page of Pentacles, pages are have quite an immature energy, especially Page of Pentacles. A Page of Pentacles is the most immature energy of the deck. There is like a childlike vulnerability when it comes to her that is very much apparent. I'm very sorry about that, guys, but it's come through really strongly. There is something that about her mentality, about the way she sees things. You see this guy just staring into space, looking very dazed, not paying attention to what's around him, not paying attention to the reality around him. Yeah, I hate this. That's her mindset. That's her mindset. What else is in her current energy? What else is in her current energy? I'm being told intuitively that this vulnerability is something that people may want to use against her. What's also coming through? Yeah, there we go. Do you see this vulnerability is what people may want to use against her? And as I said this Four of Swords came out. This is a thing, and she did say that. Now, another thing as I was shuffling and this card came through, I'm going to come back to these two here. She may be happy, but is that the happiness in terms of the progress that she's made also frightens her as well. That is something that I'm picking up here. So yes, she may be very happy and she's celebrating, but there is a sense of dubiousness. There is a sense of, she's just scared, basically. Yes, she's happy the conservatorship is coming to an end, but she's scared at the same time. And that is sort of, and it's a scared, like it's a childlike scared. It's like a childlike vulnerability, right? That's what I'm picking up. And again, so coming back to this, part of that fear as well, she did mention the fear of her messing up, you know, and that is being shown here. It's also the fear of messing up to the point where she may go right back to where she was. Like, it's too good. This whole situation is too good to be true. I don't want to dare to dream for this because this coming to an end is too good to be true, and I may be right back where I've started, or I may do something that may cause people to lose faith in me, that may bring me back to the heavy-handed conservatorship again. Reason why I say that, notice this man's on a gurney and he's like with a cosh over him and he's strapped in like a mental health patient. Yep, so that's why that's coming up there as well. Okay, what other further information regarding Britney's current situation? But it is coming to an end though. We have the Death card. She has the future ahead of her to look forward to. With that death, with that Scorpionic energy, it is coming. It is definitely coming. Death is a Scorpio card, and Scorpio season is coming up. It's what is Scorpio season? What are we? We're coming into Leo. In fact, we're coming into Scorpio season now. Yep, and that's the Death card. So by next month, we're coming into Scorpio season. We have the Death card. Like, there is just expansiveness ahead of her. You know, there's just expansiveness. Her future is what she wants to make it. Basically, it's what's coming out of this. So one of the questions was, and it's coming up now actually, in terms of, I think she has a court date on November the 11th, and what would be the future, what would be the outcome of that. We have death, we have some sort of moving from one phase or one energy or one state into another. There's a transition that's going to be happening here if I read this card literally. Tower. Yeah. Okay. Guys, please don't shoot the messenger. I am just reading the cards. Damn it, man. This is why I didn't want to do this reading. And fucking hell. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for swearing. This is what I said in my introduction, that I get really passionate when I'm doing Britney Spears readings. We have the moon under the deck. So we have the moon, we have death, we have tower. Now, this tower card is coming under her mental health and her mental issues. However, it's like she has everything to play for, like her coming out of this conservatorship, her life that she knows it, transitioning, and something else coming in, something new coming in, a great vastness, and it's up to her to create that future that she wants. This sense of space talks about freedom, right? Scorpio energy, November, okay? However, we have this death card, we have this tower, we have this death card that's come up. That is really annoying. Again, this tower is also Scorpio energy, as well, and this girl falling from, blonde hair girl falling from a tower. There is going to be some unexpected situation or some unexpected news or some unexpected event that with this moon card we don't see. We don't, like, there is something that is currently hidden that with this King Knight of Cups, someone may come out or someone may reveal or someone may say. It's either like someone may be saying or doing something, you know, that, or something may be revealed that was previously hidden, that sort of throws a spanner in the works, so to speak. That's what this Tower card is saying here. That's why I just got so annoyed. I was just like, oh my God, free Britney already, please. But let's see, could you clarify this? Could you give further information around this tower? Further information around this tower and death card. We have two major arcanas here, guys, with the death and the tower. So that's really powerful energy. Okay. Oh gosh. Give me further clarification regarding this death and this tower. Further clarification regarding the death and the tower, please. Under the deck, we have the Hangman. Oh God, this is a lot of cards. Okay, so I'll take them. We have the Eight of, yeah. This Eight of Cups came up with in my last card in terms of describing Britney. This is moving on from that past life trauma again. Childhood trauma, childhood issues. Okay, yeah, Devil. There, and Knight of Wands. There is someone who is going to be working behind the scenes. Okay, how should I phrase this? Let me just say it. Someone is going to be working behind the scenes to bring out, because with this Knight of Wands talks about someone working, someone pushing forward behind the scenes to release or say something about someone with this Devil energy. Someone is still working or still trying to manipulate someone. This is someone, Britney, trying to run away from a situation, trying to leave a situation behind, trying to leave trauma, especially childhood trauma behind is what I'm picking up here. Trauma regarding a first relationship or someone making advances towards her that she rejected when she was too innocent. Sorry guys, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what I'm channeling and what I'm picking up. There is someone who's going to be using her past against her to control her with this Devil energy. Someone's going to, thank you, someone's going to try to shame her. Someone's going to try to trip her up, to shame or to embarrass her in order to, with this Hangman energy here, in order to stall things. So when it comes to her conservatorship or something like that, it's like someone wants to stall it. Someone wants to hold things back. Someone wants to, it's something along those lines. So this could come in a number of different ways. It could be that it's publicized, so someone tries to embarrass her, or not just embarrass her, or release information, you know, publicly. Someone may try to do that. That causes this Hangman situation. Someone, I'm being told, vindictive. Someone may be vindictive or working behind the scenes to say, if you proceed with this, if you give an interview, if you give X, Y, and Z, we will come out and we will embarrass you, right? Because with this Hangman, it's not just a Hangman with regards to the court proceedings, but it's a Hangman energy, or it's stalling someone, or it's holding someone back, or it's trying to control and manipulate someone in terms of their actions. So sort of along the lines of, if you get your freedom, if you transition into this new phase of being, we will, if you want that, it's going to come with certain conditions. So it's kind of, you're going to be free, but not fully free. Not fully free to speak your truth. Not fully free to turn up how you want to turn up. You do that, and we would create problems for you. The reason why, okay, yeah. Yes, there we go, Hierophant. There we go. Do you see, like, lawyers going to a judge? This is the thing. It's it's like something's going to be happening behind the scenes, or someone's going to be raining down a judgment and saying, it's something along those lines. I'm not fully seeing it, but there's a legal aspect and a legal element. There is someone in power and authority. When you have the devil and when you have the Hierophant like this, it's not good. She is still being controlled, but just behind the scenes, right? There is still a control element. Let me put this here. There's still a control. Yep, King of Wands. What's her father's sign? There's still a control element going on here, just behind the scenes. It may be something that we don't see. It may seep out publicly, but there's still control going on here. It may be either a legal ruling. Yeah, I'm being drawn to these hands. It's like an agreement that's made. You don't talk or say anything about what happened in the conservatorship, or you drop certain injustices and so on that have happened to you. And if you don't, and if you choose to go public with it, it's game on and we will shame you. It's also something with this Hangman and with this Hierophant energy and with the Devil energy as well. It's also like Death card, that freedom is there, but there could potentially be something that comes up that stalls things with this Hangman. It's either, yeah, and this Devil. It's like do you see with this glass, it's like, and them pressing against the glass, like you're so close to coming out, you could see the freedom, but there's this glass partition that's separating you and freedom. And as you can see, there's the bottles of alcohol, substances. I'll say this as substances, and this could be substances in terms of medication and so on. Yep, someone's going to put up, in terms of a court of law, a fight against Britney being released from this. They're going to put up a fight for her to remain yeah. However, what I'm being picked up with this Hangman though, notice it's just one leg. The other leg, there are people coming in and helping. Like the universe is coming in and helping. One leg has been freed. It's just the other leg now. So what this is saying to me is that that's ruling on the 11th of November. Yes, it's a movement in the right direction, but there's just going to be some little element of it. It could be a hidden element or not, but there's just some little freedom is coming, but there's some additional thing that's going to come in with, that's an agreement that's going to be come to with regards to both sides, the prosecution and Britney's lawyer. There is some agreement that's going to become, that's going to, oh gosh, let me just see what else is coming through, because I can't, I'm tongue tied and I can't find my words. Let's see what else. What else is in Britney's... What else regarding this situation, actually? What else could you let us know regarding this situation? What else? What else? Regarding Britney Spears and this... Sorry, I know this reading is meant to be about the engagement, but this has just come up. This is just in her energy, guys. So I'm going to read it. Is this Britney's lawyer? Who is this King of Cups? Who is this King of Cups energy? I think they're a very balanced person. They have a very balanced, mature, empathetic temperament is what I'm seeing. Ooh, thank you. Okay. I think this is Britney's lawyer here, coming through as the King of Cups. Interestingly, when you have a lawyer will generally come up as, well, a lawyer could come up as anything, but it's generally swords, like a King of Swords that would represent a lawyer. You know, someone who's highly intellectual, detached from feelings and emotions, very objective, wanting facts, right? King of Swords, that's who a lawyer would turn up as. But Britney's lawyer is turning up as a King of Cups. And what I'm getting here is that this lawyer from Britney is someone that she needs more than a lawyer, is what actually it may be a new conservator as well, is what I'm seeing coming through here also. This could be either Britney's lawyer, could be a new conservator. Because this Death card talks about a transitioning or something coming to an end but going into a new phase. And if this is Britney's lawyer or the new conservator, like she may be appointed a new conservator here, This person is quite emotionally balanced. They're temperate. They're good at understanding situations and will be working more closely with her. This is a more balanced energy, and this is precisely what she needs. I'm being drawn to the children up here in the background. Oh, my camera just flashed really brightly, so I'm on the right track. And with the children, when I was being directed to the children in which my camera flashed, this is an energy of someone who would view Britney, almost view Britney as their own child, almost view Britney and give Britney that empathy and give Britney that love that and sympathy and not sympathy, compassion that she needs. Either this is a new conservator or it's the new lawyer, but it's or her lawyer, but there's someone here who is giving her that. Okay. What else is coming up around Britney's energy? What else around this? What else do the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know about Britney's current energy? If nothing else comes through, we will go into her engagement. What else? Oh, let's see. Eight of Pentacles. When I did my pre-shuffle with Britney, I got this as well. It's as if she wants to go back to work. Okay, which is good. I'm glad this Eight of Pentacles has come up again, but let's see. Yeah, there we go, Temperance. There is someone who's going to be coming into Britney's life who is going to be, like, this person is going to be Britney's family. They're going to be Britney's emotional support. They're going to understand and see Britney from a space and from a perspective, and they're going to hear and really listen to Britney in a way she hasn't been heard or listened before. Okay, so this could actually be a person, or it could be a situation that would be presenting itself to her. Yeah, this person is going to and you notice that I talked about, I was being drawn to the children here, and this woman is pregnant here as well. So there's someone who, from a spiritual perspective, from a female empathy perspective, from just being a friend, this person is going to be all things to Britney, is what I'm picking up here with this Temperance energy. Temperance energy is also Sagittarius energy as well, and Britney is a Sagittarius, so let's just say that. So this person with this King of Cups, and this King of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. So there's a lot of Scorpionic energy that's coming through. Now I say Pisces, and what's his name? Sam is Pisces, but this is not Sam. Trust it. This King of Cups ain't Sam. He ain't a king. But anyway, we'll get to that. Six of Wands. This is what I like to see. Oh God, that moon is coming through again. And the Eight of Wands. So whatever it is, this moon wanted to come out before, it's come up again. So whatever this moon energy is, whatever it is that is hidden, and this Eight of Wands that's come through, this energy of this situation is going to be coming through thick and fast. Now, I'm hearing this, Psalm 23 is what I'm hearing as I pick up this card. And what this is saying to me is, Psalm 23 says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. This is what I'm hearing for Britney. Like, a lot of things may come out. A lot of people may be trying to say things about her, especially questioning her mental health. But she has a lot of really good support around her. And a lot of people who are working, yeah, look at that. Do you see what I mean? There's a lot of good support that she has around her, and people who love her, and people who are showing her compassion. And that needs to be, but people who are working really hard on her behalf. This is also the universe working hard on her behalf. And can I just say as well, because we have the Judgment card here also with Britney, can I also say that it's not just people working hard for her, and I'm actually tearing up and I'm getting really sad again as I say this statement, but it's, I hate this, oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying. It's people like me, it's people like you watching the reading, it's anyone who cares for her enough, it's anyone who picks up on the sense of injustice the sense of holding someone back, even if someone, let's say, has a mental health issue. And I've always said this with Britney, mentally she's not all the way there as she was before. She is not, right? But irrespective of that, she's still a person, she's still a human being, and this treatment that she's been getting is completely unfounded, completely unjustified, completely uncalled for. And it's because of the support of the Free Britney movement, because of support of people who care, because of the support of people who sense this injustice and who want better for her. This is people working tirelessly on her behalf, working tirelessly from the point of view and the sense of something being wrong. It's good versus, is light versus dark. It's good versus bad. This is what's going on here. I'm being told something about an electric grid or a spiritual grid or a prison or something like that she's in, and she can't fight for herself anymore. And this is the universe, and the universe is the likes of you and the likes of me helping to lift her up. This is just such, I just was so overwhelmed by that emotion of that just now. Okay. Now, one thing that an intuitive message that I got as I mentioned Britney's health. Okay, and I'm going to say this. As I said before, Britney is not, this is an intuitive channel message. Britney is not all the way there. Now, there was a psychotic episode. Now, I'm not a mental health professional or anything like that. However, there was a psychotic episode which precipitated the conservatorship. This I mentioned at the very beginning. However, I feel, and I would say this again, there has been a mismanagement of Britney's mental health. It came up in my previous reading and it has come up here again. There has just been a mismanagement of it. There are a lot of people, I'm being told criminal investigation, and a lot of people could be held or called to be held to account for this. Yeah, there we go. 10 of Swords, being stabbed in the back. There has been a mismanagement to a criminal level. I'm just seeing that word criminal again, of Britney's mental health. Like, people focus on Jamie Spears, but it's bigger than him. This is bigger than him. There are a lot of people who mismanaged her and her situation, and this 10 of Swords proved it. They were giving one impression. Yeah, Queen of Swords again. And this is the thing, look at both of these women. They're giving one impression, one impression, but behind the back they're putting the swords in. Behind the back, how many people have been silenced and hung and so on, or told that they're lying. The team, there are a lot of really dangerous, all for the sake of money, right? There are a lot of dangerous people who, if there is a criminal investigation, a lot of heads. I'm being told that this investigation needs to be done at the highest level. And this came through very strongly last year, November. And there's going to be people with this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups came up before and it came up again. Someone is going to be speaking out on something. If they haven't done so already, someone maybe either be speaking out about it. Someone is going to lay everything bare, even if it causes them to also be imprisoned themselves. They are going to lay everything bare as to exactly what has been going on here. But this is the thing, it's like the medication, I said this last year and I'll say it again, it's like the medication to treat her was just wrong. A lot of things were just wrong. Yeah. A lot of things, thank you, it's as if she wanted to emerge and she was well enough to emerge. But with this Six of Swords, no, look at the Six of Swords card really carefully. This I got through for Britney last year as well. Notice all the and Swords talks about mental energy and thoughts and communication. There is like, with this, there is verbal abuse, there is mental abuse, this is emotional abuse as well. There's a lot, it's almost as if Britney has two sets of recovery to do. The recovery and treatment from the psychotic break that she had before, and there's recovery and treatment from the trauma of her conservatorship. It's like this conservatorship really tried to dampen, and look at the brightness. This is Britney's energy. Look at the brightness of this energy here, and look at the darkness over here, and notice that we have this moon as well, and we have this moon card here also, right? There is a lot of things that have been happening behind closed doors and behind the scenes to keep this free, vibrant spirit reduced, minimized, controlled. There is a lot of messing about with her head that has been done. Okay. Those people with this Ten of Swords again, this situation regarding her, because tens come to an end of a cycle. So this situation is coming to an end in terms of their abuse of her. But I'm being told licenses taken away. It's that bad that people's licenses could be taken away. And I'm being told the word criminal and criminal convictions. So when we had the Hierophant and those two people in front, the Hierophant again, and the Tower and so on, there are a lot of people who could go down with this. And it's like someone coming in to protect the interest of those group of people. I'm being told malpractice suits and all of that. It's like someone wanting to it's like those group of people coming together, they're scared, and it's like they're coming together and they're just like, what do we do now? How could we protect ourselves now? It's just that sort of energy. Okay, let's go into Britney and Sam and this engagement and what the situation is going. Yep, so it's something new, what the situation is going to be between them. I don't know whether to continue with that deck or go into a new one, but what is the situation between Britney? I'll see in a moment. What's that relationship between Britney and Sam like? What is? For sure, Britney rules the roost, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was her idea. This is a Wands energy, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands talks about something new, something elevating to a new level, hence the engagement. Ace of Wands, it's taking your relationship from one place to another. It's a new commitment, a new sign of commitment to someone. Britney is Sagittarius, Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, so what else is coming up with this relationship between Sam and Britney? I hope my reading last year on Sam was wrong. I hope. Ten of Wands, Wands reverse. So Wands talk about a burden. Okay, so what's coming up is that the burden, oh, for goodness sake, why are these cards flicking like this? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Snap. Okay, so these are all the cards that flicked over. Could you see everything? Let me shift them along. Okay, so we're asking about Sam and Britney's relationship. Okay. What I'm seeing with Sam is that we have someone who is really invested in her. Okay? I give him that. Like they are a partnership fine. It's like he has helped make this situation for her. He has, how should I put this? When you're going through something as traumatic as what Britney has been through over these past few years, he has made it more bearable for her. You know, with the Ten of Wands reverse, he has made the situation more bearable. With the Ten of Wands reverse and the Temperance, you know, he has really been there for her in her darkest moments, making things more bearable for her, keeping her spirits alive. You know, it's almost as if he, with this angel and being picked up on the angel, has been there. It's like in the midst of everything and that control and her and them trying to bring down her vibration, it's as if he, I wouldn't call him an angel just yet, but it's as if he was placed, she views him as an angel, as if he was placed there to help her get through this, is what I'm being told. He really, and help her and help remind her of the person she is, which is that Empress Venus energy. Like Britney is that one, you know. So he's been there with the Seven of Wands reverse. So people who come at her, he's been there to help reinforce that message. No, you are that one. There's a double meaning with the Seven of Wands reverse. I will come back to it. Yep, so a lot of that mental anxiety and so on that she goes through. And of course, this mental anxiety has been a theme with Britney, right? And a lot of things that he's seen, Sam has seen in terms of what's going on in her life. He has been there for her, giving her a sense of sanity, and he's been there for her basically. Now, with this Justice and Emperor, Emperor again, that is that control card, and the Justice. What do I want to say? Hang on, let me just tune into this message. Sam only, in that situation that Sam was in, okay, how should I put this? Let me pull some more. I want to be, because this is going to be quite a statement I'm going to make, and I want to make sure that I want to confirm what I'm saying. So let me just pull some more. Okay, fine. One moment, guys. One moment. I'm getting clarity on this. Under the deck, 4 and 8 of Wands again. Okay, I know where I am now. Right. She relies on him a lot with this 2 of Cups. It's as if, as I was saying before, he has managed to be there for her. He has managed to be that rock for her, that sturdy, dependable rock, to really help her emotionally, to keep her distracted, to be on her level in terms of what she was going through. He has managed, irrespective of, now in terms of what he could do for her, what's coming through here is that was limited. Like with the Emperor, she has been so heavily controlled, is what I'm being told here, so heavily controlled. And not really, and her power so reduced that there is only so much he could have done given the heavy control. So in terms of him fighting to defend her, there is only so much he could have done given Jamie and the power of the conservatorship, and I'm looking at this one giving the side eye. Like every little thing they do, it's like I'm being told this control was snooping, eavesdropping. That's what this control card is giving me. So there is only so much Sam could have done given all of that. Now, what I'm also going to say here is, please do not shoot the messenger. Oh, I hate saying this, but oh God, do you know, I'm just holding off on saying this. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Sam is not on Britney's level, basically. He has been very good for her for the moment, but he cannot handle, in terms of, let's say in terms of this new life, like they started anew and so on, he doesn't have the wherewithal to be on her level. That's as best as I can find to say this. I feel that with this Two of Cups, this is that commitment, that engagement commitment that's being made to each other. That's that commitment they've made to each other. However, I'm not seeing anything that really speaks of a very deep love here. I know we have the Two of Cups and we have the Lovers. I know we have that. But the rest of the cards don't talk about that. Instead, what I see is a lot of someone being used as a means to an end. Instead, what I see is more of a friendship issue, more of someone being there as a supporter and being on your side and being on your corner. I am more seeing that in their relationship at the moment. I just feel that in terms of the person that Sam needs to be to get her through this, I'm not seeing any evidence of that. I'm seeing it being a struggle for him with this Two of Pentacles. I'm being told the word or the phrase being used as a pawn. With this Four of Swords here, we have, and this I'm being told, this Four of Swords here, and this Eight of Wands, next to the Lovers and the Two of Cups. The reason why I'm struggling here, guys, is that I'm channeling one thing, but the cards are saying something else. That's the discrepancy, and I've never really been in this situation where this has happened to me before. Basically what it is I'm saying is that Sam is being used as a means to an end by Britney. I'm sorry, guys, I'm so sorry. Being used as a means to an end. It's like, and I'm not saying in a malicious sort of way, I'm not saying that at all, but with this Four of Wands here, this is someone who, it's like they have a secret strategy going on here, and Sam is being used as that strategy, and they're willing to go forward and take all actions to execute this strategy. But I'm just, you know, we have two aces on the board. It's like with this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, this person, it's like Sam is her ticket out for a new start. Because I think something about with this legal justice card, when they get married, or if they get married, it's as if control transfers from, it's as if Britney, by marrying him, will have more control over herself. It's like a strategy to set that up, is what I'm picking up on here. I'm seeing I'm seeing Temperance, the Empress, Justice, and the Emperor around this. This is some really serious, heavy-handed energy around something that should be so light and fluffy and enjoyable. I'm not seeing two people completely wrapped up in the raptures of love or anything like that. I'm not seeing that. This side of the reading is really giving me a heavy energy that this is strategic. This move is strategic. That's what it's giving me here. It's like a way out. It's like there's something legal with this, that if a marriage does occur, it's as if that marriage, it's like, I don't know, guys, correct me, is there's something about if she gets married in terms of the conservatorship being set up, it's as if it gives Britney more freedom. There's some loophole in the law, or something gets, like Britney just gets more power at the end of it, which is the strategy. Because when you have lovers and cups and you have the Four of Swords talks about like a separation, like a time out. Look, this person is just sleeping. They're taking a time out from this situation, from this love. And that this Four of Swords and makes me a bit nervous when it comes between these lovers and Two of Cups. That Four of Swords makes me nervous. What that is saying to me is it's just something being done for show. Someone has a strategy behind all of this. There is another motive, there's another objective. I'm not saying that they don't love each other or anything like that, absolutely not. We have Ace of Wands, that talks about passion. We have lovers, we have the Two of Cups. It's all saying the right things in terms of them being together, having a mutual love for each other. That is very much there. But there's another strategy and another angle that's being worked here. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Okay, give me some more about Britney and Sam, their current relationship. Give me some more about that. I'm being told it's almost as if he doesn't have... He can't, oh, I hate saying this. Please don't shoot the messenger, guys. I'm literally being told this phrase. He doesn't have the backbone to really support and be there for her. It's like someone's weak. Like he's Pisces and I can't pick up on his energy here. I'm not seeing, like Britney's come through in this reading really strongly, but I'm not seeing his energy here. That's just it. So let me just do, to close off this reading, let me just find another, oh, look, the Emperor again has jumped out as I'm shuffling here. This is two Emperors. Emperor has come up every time, or a Hierophant. Some control energy has come up every single time. Every single time. When they just leave this girl alone. But I feel with this Emperor energy here, I feel this is Britney's attempt to take her power back. This is what I'm initially getting, because this is Britney's and Sam's reading, and I think she's using him as a pawn to get her power back. Like, up to now I haven't seen his energy anywhere near her yet, except being attached to her, or being attached to her. Yeah, that's the only way I've seen this. Okay, let's just do this. This is the last, what's the current state of their relationship? Let me try another spread to explore this, okay? Let's try another spread. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that, sorry. How does Britney, how do they feel about each other? Let's do that. Well, we know how they feel about each other as the Lovers and the Two of Cups. What could be our question? What could be our question? Let's just pick up on this dynamic. Let's just pick up on the dynamic between them. That's what I want to know. On the dynamic. Let's pick up on the dynamic between them. What's going on behind the scenes? What else is going on behind the scenes? Stop. Okay, what's going on between them? What's going on between them? Why are these cards so sticky? It could be that there's nothing else for me to say, to be fair. We have this Ten of Wands again. Different deck, guys. Different deck. Okay. Ten of Cups reverse. Okay. So there are a few things that have come up here. Finally, Sam has made an appearance. He's made an appearance at 55 minutes into this reading with this Knight of Cups. So this is him giving the proposal. All right. Six of Pentacles is an interesting energy to get in a relationship dynamic. Six of Pentacles is a really interesting energy. Notice that you have someone who's being generous to someone who's like a child, right? And yeah, that's really interesting energy. That's Sam's energy. For Britney's energy, in terms of the dynamics between them, we have the Nine of Wands and the Six of Cups. Six of Cups came up again here. Six of Cups talks of a brotherly, sister, platonic. I wouldn't say it's platonic. There is love between them, but not like a deep love, not like a soulmate love, not like a twin flame level love. It's not that. There is a love and connection between them, but not deep. And this goes for both their sides. Notice that they have little kids that are appearing on both their cards. Now, it could be that they have children on the mind and want to have kids. But this is Britney here fighting. Like the sun is coming up. This is like her last, what do you call it? The last corral, the last fight down. Like she is fighting for herself and her survival. And she has someone in her corner who is willing to be there and fight for her. I think that's the best way I could find to say it. Between them, they have the Ten of Cups reverse. Ten of Cups upright would be, like playing happy families and so on, but between them is reverse. Now, the fact that that energy between them is reverse could be that they would always have the pressure, and also we have the Ten of Wands, which is a burden, a really heavy burden. So it could be that their relationship is under such a microscope that it's really hard for them to know how to be with one another. And it could be that, there's just so much going on around them that it detracts from their actual connection. Could be that. Especially with the Ten of, we have two tens here, especially with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Their relationship is transitioning, and the dynamics of their relationship is transitioning and changing as well, because we have two tens on the board when it comes to their relationship. Tens talk about endings of cycles. Okay, so that's another thing. The way they are and the way they're being in terms of the dynamic between them is about to change in a huge way with this conservatorship coming to an end. So when that change comes, there's also going to be a change. Yeah, we have another ace as well. So when that change comes, it is going to be two aces. It's going to be their new beginning. A new dawn for them. A new beginning is on the horizon for the both of them. It's whether the both of them are willing. I think they've talked about kids before, mind you, because we have two kids that keep on coming up. Like they've talked about kids before and having children. They've talked about it. This is in their cards here. They've talked about it and having that family. Like with kids, they've talked about it. It's like someone being set free, and their their current dynamic is going to change. Let's get another clarifier for Sam. They want children, actually. Four of Swords again. Guys, my cards don't lie. My cards do not lie. 2 Four of Swords cards. And the Moon energy. There is something, moons, you can never, there is some ulterior motive at play here. This is what I've said at the beginning when it comes to their relationship. There is, I'm not saying that there isn't a connection between them, but there is an ulterior motive. There is something else at play that the cards aren't giving up. There's something else at play here. There is something else. This King Knight of Pentacles is coming in Britney's side. It's as if, sorry guys, I'm just going to say, please don't shoot the messenger. It's as if they are planning. This is a strategy. Part of the reason for this relationship is a strategy to sort of ensure that the hold and the restrictions this conservatorship had never happens again. It's like it's like this marriage and their relationship is part of that strategy. And with this Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy as well. Yeah, there we go. Britney just wants to start anew. Don't be surprised that oh, it's almost as if Britney is just going to go off and do her own thing. It's just like, yep, Sam, sit there. Sam, you do this. Sam, you do that. Britney would be wearing the trousers in this relationship. Yeah. What Sam thinks this is not what it is. However, I feel that part of him knows this. Part of him knows it. Or probably not know it. Part of him is in on that strategy, and he feels because he's in on the strategy, that is him proving his loyalty. But with this new beginning coming through here, someone's going to be stabbed in the back with it. And this is Britney, the fool, solo, going off and doing her own thing. I don't know how, because mentally she's not all the way there, but again, guys, my cards don't lie. We have the Two of Pentacles that have turned up twice. My cards don't lie. Britney is 1 minute she's up, next minute she's down. It's a lot to put up with her. But it's like it's very hard with Britney to get a fix or read on her. But somehow she rules the roots. She rules the roost, so to speak. And very lastly, this is something I want to say about Ben. Is it Ben or is it Sam? I don't even, oh for goodness sake, what's his name? Oh, I don't want to be, I think it's Sam, isn't it? Have I been calling him Ben? God, because I'm just like so far into this reading now. I hope I haven't been calling him by the wrong name. I have a tendency to do that. But anyway, it's not a matter of the name, it's a matter of the energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, bottom of the deck, 9 of... This is how Britney really wants to be, that 9 of Pentacles. All eyes on me. I am a performer. I am a show queen. I want to turn up and do the damn thing and do what I love. That's what she is going to want to do. Yeah. Yeah. 6 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles, the Death card again. That is at the Ace of Cups. That is, finally we get a Cups card on Britney's side. But we get the Cup. This is really true, overflowing, divine love. That is what I was looking for in this reading between her and Sam. And I don't get it on, but I only get it when it's Britney talking about going off on her own, talking about her new life, talking about how she wants to turn up in the world. However, with this Two of Pentacles here, Britney is, it's not to say that Britney can't do it. And it's not to say Britney can't come back to her old glory and the sort of person she knows she has it within her to be. It's not to say that she can't. She just needs really strong people around her in order to make it happen and in order to make it a reality. And what I'm picking up in the cards is that Sam's not that person. You know who keeps on coming up in my mind's eye, and I don't know this guy's name. He was someone that Britney, you remember when Britney was on, oh gosh, what is this talent show? She was at, I think, on the X Factor in the States. Britney was on that show, and there was a guy who was an agent who was there with Britney. He worked with an agency. I'm seeing him. He was in her That Mother, I'm in Love with a Criminal. He was in that video. That guy, if Britney was with him and I saw this setup, I'll be like, okay, I could rest easy. Britney's in good hands, and you have someone there who could understand her vision, understand her ambition, etc. But with Sam, I'm just not, it's like you can't pick up on his energy. There isn't anything. It's like he is a pawn in this whole game. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, this is the Britney show. Like, Britney, like with this, Britney has been waiting for this situation for quite a while, and she wants to go off on her own and just do the damn thing. Again, we have the Empress card, and we have this King of Cups, her new conservator or her lawyer, right? With the Five of Wands, there's still going to be a lot of fighting and a lot of battles that she has to pull through. But she would do it. She would do it. That is for sure. If Britney breaks off, would she break off this engagement? Would she actually get married and do the thing? Would she actually get married? Let's see. Because they've discussed children and so on, but would she actually get married? I have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. That Eight of Swords is a no. That Eight of Swords is a no. Would she actually get married to him? Or even if they do, and again, the Seven of Wands, even if they do, it's not to say that it's a true marriage. It's like a sham. Oh, for goodness sake, I hate saying these words. It's like a sham situation. I don't wish ill on anyone, guys. Please, I don't. But again, would they get married? Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, Seven of Wands. There's a lot of defensiveness coming through here. Even if I'm not seeing, where's the cups, where's the love, where's all that? I'm not seeing it, not seeing it. They've talked about children, they've talked about that sort of thing, but Queen of Cups reverse. No, but I'm not, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I want the best for her, and I want her to be happy. I want him to be happy, but I'm not seeing his energy. He's just a pawn in a lot. I just pick up the energy again that he is way over his head. Sam doesn't really have any voice. He doesn't really have any say, but he's been a steady rock. Sam has devoted himself to her. You could see that. But Britney has ulterior motives here. There's a lot of strong will and a lot of strong determined energy that's coming from Britney. But it's strong, determined energy that's slightly misguided. Please don't shoot the messenger. With this Eight of Swords, this is a mental energy. This is what I picked up at the very beginning when it comes to her mental health. And this has come up next to the Fool, right? Like, she desperately, having her own freedom and so on would really make her feel whole. But with this page, there's a childlike element to her energy. There's a lack of it's just a mental thing. We have the Fool, and in this case, Fool means new beginnings, and it literally means fool, in that someone could be taking actions or doing things or exhibiting themselves as something that seems less than smart. So what she's going to be putting forward is going to be less than smart, is what I'm being told, but she wouldn't necessarily be able to see it. Is something else that is coming through. Britney really needs someone in her corner who could really give her good sound advice. Yeah, this is the Queen of Swords reverse coming around Britney. That's not good energy. She's coming through as an empress. Like, that is Britney's energy. She is a queen, and that is the thing. We haven't seen Sam's energy. Sam came through as a knight before, but Britney's a queen and she's an empress. That alone, in terms of energy dynamics, is unstable, right? And you know what? Britney knows it. Britney knows it. She does. She does. That's the thing. She has a tendency with the Knight of Swords of acting really rash, or doing things that are really rash, doing things from a sense of passion because she wants to, but she doesn't see how her actions many times are not well thought through, or they don't seem mentally sound. That is something that she can't see. And what these cards are saying is she needs someone to support her in that way. But not just anyone, because she's coming through as a queen energy here. She needs someone who has enough of a backbone and enough commanding presence and command of themselves to stand up to her. That is what Britney needs. She doesn't have it. She absolutely doesn't have it. Sam, just his energy is a whisper in these cards. Not because he isn't here, it's because Britney's energy is that much stronger than his. Any final messages? Yeah, okay, that's it. That is all I have. Guys, I am going to leave it there. Okay, so let me know what you think of this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye for now.